What's going on, Malakes? VNNCZ3 here, and that's right, fam. We are about to free my boy Gucci just in a second here. Go like this, go right here, and this guy's about to be like, no, why do you gotta do this, VNN? Why do you gotta do it, VNN? Why do you gotta free all these prisoners? Why? Why? Not very many prisoners. Bookmark every single one of these because I need them really badly. One second here. Don't worry about it, guys. I got you, fam, alright? Some of these guys are moving pretty quick. Like this. We'll go here. What formation is this guy in really quick? Oh, he's in a cav phalanx? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother speeding this up. Is he gonna like kill instantly? Because if not, it's gonna hurt again. It's really gonna hurt this time. Yeah, we'll finish it off. Did I get his leader? Tell me I got it. Ah, whatever. 49k. I'll deal with it, right? I'm telling you guys, you know, VNNCZ3 here, peeing in people's Cheerios one day at a time. But I got you guys here for more than just, you know, some parlor trick, you know, cheap attacks or whatever the case may be. The main reason I've got you guys here, hold on, I think I've got all of these now. Hold on, let's go like this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna capture every single one of these leaders. I have to. Change my gear really quick. Sorry about this, guys. I know you're like, oh my god, let us see the attacks. Oh my god, please, VNN. Please, 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 please. Give it a second, all right? I'm gonna send these attacks out pretty long distance. If they shield, they shield. I really don't care. It's not a big deal. Go like this. What if I sent these? I'd be a little faster. I'm not really worried about it. Anyways. So yeah, guys, we did a rally today. I want to go ahead and break that rally down for you guys. Is kind of what I want to do. I've got this. I've got... Nope. Time to get this guy as well. And I think that fills my prison up. Let's double check that. Let's get a heal going on. Low amount of troops. Low amount of resources needed to heal. Not a bad deal. Gonna jam them, don't really care. Yeah, I'm at 27. This will fill my prison up. I'm pretty happy with that. Watch this. Incoming. Why me? Oh my god. Don't burn my guy. I need leaders. I need leaders, and he had some. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna edit any of this part out, alright? Just for you guys. I need leaders. I need leaders. You had enough to fill my prison up. Thanks. Don't worry about it. Beasting and Oliver, you guys are absolutely amazing, all right? Yo para nada. Okay. And this is what it means, right? Not at all. Whatever. It's okay though. So unfair. Yeah. I know. Say hi to YouTube. I am filming now. Shout out to those guys, by the way, the THS guys. I got no beef and quarrel with those guys, and that's why I was hoping that he'd be emptied out like that. Yeah, this hit probably hurt him a lot more than it hurt me. Yeah, stealth snipers. I mean, come on, bro. You're like, oh my god, VNN, you couldn't get that? Look, I'm in travel gear, bro. I'm in travel gear. I wasn't in any kind of war gear. I was in travel gear, and I think am I spec'd for war? I am. Anyways. Sometimes I gotta check, all right? Anyways, look, check this report out, all right? So this is the report. There we go. So this player here, I'm gonna go ahead and break this report down for you guys because I got a lot of criticism for sending the march out that I did. And I want to explain myself and why I did what I did. So going through the report, he's got very low wall HP, which tells me that he has almost no wall research, which is really good. Walls are useless, okay? But one thing I noticed here is he has almost no infantry. He's got like, what, a little over 580,000 infantry and some change, 581,000 to be technically. Anyways, look, he has very low amount of infantry, okay? And so that means that when I crash into him, I'm gonna smash and break all of his infantry, and then it's basically gonna be his cavalry and his ranged. In his cavalry, he's got, let's see here, 900 and something thousand cavalry, and like 1,000,000 and some change range, right? Here's 1,000,000 here, T2s, right there, 1,000,000 T2s. Here is another 400,000 right there. Here's another 178. So basically, you know, he's got a lot of range, basically. He's got a lot of cav and a lot of range. Not a whole lot of infantry. And this was kind of a dead giveaway here, the allied troops, the Royal Guards. And so I said he's going to be in an infantry formation. I know this for sure. He's got to be in the infantry formation. The only bad part about this is that he was in all research gear. This guy was, well, he took the might loss. So I'll show you guys this attack immediately afterwards right here, right? This was my attack on him, right? I chewed through 1,000,000 of his troops, and the only reason I didn't do more damage, and I will explain this here in just a second, but this is all his might loss, by the way. He dropped about 15 million permanent, you know, 562k poof, right? Looking at our rally, oh, by the way, whenever you send a 505 or a 424 march, always send it in a ranged phalanx, and I'll get to that here in just a bit. But a lot of you guys will say, why didn't you hit him in a 505 if he's in an infantry phalanx? And I explained that here in just a bit, right? You know, this rally was almost half T4, half T3 on our end, so it was still gonna hit really hard, but I wish it would have been all T4, or mostly T4, I should say. But shout out to those guys. Shout out to the, I don't know what to call us right now because we're in a transition, but Ice 2. Shout out to Ice 2 for joining in on the rally. This couldn't have done without those guys, right? Without everybody. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense to anybody, but anyways, let's continue on, right? As the rally leader, you will always lose the most amount of troops in the rally. Why? Because you can always send the most. If somebody sends a 300k march with you, you know what I mean, to join the rally, and you only send 250k, then, you know, realistically, it's not so bad, okay? It's not so bad. But one thing I will say here is if you look at all these things right here, we have a lot of guards going poof, but we have a lot of T3 inside the actual march itself. And shout out to Jabril, man. Shout out to Paris, because he sent all T4. That guy's crazy, okay? But anyways, let's continue down, right? Have you noticed that our infantry are taking kind of a beating? And the biggest reason being is because he's got a lot of cav and a lot of range. And I know infantry counters range, but that's besides the point, alright? Let's continue down the line right here, right? Look at the report, look at the damage. Oh no, look at this guy, look at this. Oh no, we got messed up. We got messed up. Okay, so check this out, right? I chewed through every single one of his heroic fighters, every single one of his Royal Guards, and I got into his Royal Cavalry. Yeah, and yeah, 36k reinforcements. The question is how come I didn't do more damage when he was on research gear and all of that stuff, right? Well, one thing I will tell you guys this much is that I did not pop an attack buff. I did not use a 20% or a 50% attack buff to inflict more damage. And the reason being is because their guild 491 was actually online. Nobody bothered to reinforce the guy though, alright? So maybe he was online, he says, hey guys, I'll shield at the last second, ha 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 ha. And then his phone or his device he put down and he lagged. I don't really know. I don't know the story, but basically he took the rally, okay? Look at this battle though, guys. Pay attention to the actual morale differences of the two, right? Look how fast his morale drops, right? Look at that wall, just goes down immediately. And by the way, the reason why you go ranged phalanx with a 424 is because as long as your opponent's wall is up, you will never have a ranged front line. You will never have a ranged front line unless you send all range to that actual rally, okay? You will never have an all range front line. I promise you guys. It is literally impossible to put your range in the front if the enemy wall is still up, okay? But yeah, as you guys can see right here, it basically converts this into kind of like a how would I want to say this? Kind of like a wedge of some sort. It puts the infantry into two squads on both sides, and it puts the cavalry in a phalanx in the back, you know, where all four squads line up like this. And so it does a lot of damage. So ranged phalanx, you will always hit the hardest with a 505 or a 424 inside of a ranged phalanx. You always will, no matter what. I promise you guys. Test it out for yourself. I've tested it out many times. But just look how quickly his morale is dropping. I cannot help that, okay? I physically cannot help that. the fact that his morale dropped so rapid inside of this rally. I can't help this. We didn't even go the distance. This rally right here didn't time out. It timed out basically because of the morale. If you guys both have good army HP and everything and good army attack, the rallies basically time out or whatever the case may be, right? And you just retreat. But this was a clear landslide victory. Look at this. 56% of my morale is still left, and we did almost over double the amount of damage. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm getting a lot of flack because I didn't do more damage. And I'm telling you guys right now, there's no possible way I could have done more damage, because if I went with the 505, my infantry would have met all of their cav with 0% range backup. 0% range backup. And I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm saying that we would have had more troops in of the two types. So we could have potentially did more damage. But I think that for what it is, I really don't believe I could have done more damage any other way, because he had such a low amount of infantry without reinforcements. And as soon as, like I said, his morale dropped, I didn't have an attack buff. I don't know, guys. Look, if you guys didn't learn anything from me breaking down this report, then please hopefully take down the fact that if your opponent, if their morale basically goes 0 really quickly, you're done. You can't do any more damage to them, okay? Like I said, it was like a 56% morale difference on my end to their end. Huge difference, okay? We won by a landslide. And the fact that he had almost no infantry, I couldn't justify doing a 505. I just simply couldn't, because I knew I was going to run into his cavalry units. He still had 205 Ancient Drake Riders, T4, and 245 Ancient Drake Riders, T3. Now, here's the offset, okay? In the event that he was in a cavalry phalanx or a cavalry wedge, I would have gotten so screwed. I mean, I still would have done so much damage to him, but I wouldn't have done nearly as much damage to him if I went with the 505, right? 5 infantry, 0 range, 5 cavalry. If he would have been in a cavalry phalanx, I would not have done almost no damage to him. Well, I shouldn't say almost no damage, but not nearly as much. Hopefully you guys understand that part. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but... And again, I didn't pop an attack buff for this because there's really, my report is more valuable to me than to kill a few more troops. It really truly is. But that 20% or 50% attack boost would have turned this number into about 13 or 1400, maybe even 1500, and it would have been really, really good. We were debating about soloing him immediately after the rally, actually, but him having 215,000 Ancient Drake Riders, 178,000 T4 range, it kind of makes you not want to do that. With a million T2 range, you really don't want to solo this. You'll probably burn him again if you send all range to him and then all infantry. You'll probably burn him again. But the reality of that matter is that you'll take a bunch of losses, you know. And if you're one of those YOLO solo kind of guys, that's great. But I'm just not one of those guys. And for kudos points, if you guys are stalking your prey and you get a scout report, you can actually come down over here. Look at their buildings, right? Look how many infirmaries this guy has, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 11, he's got 11 infirmaries. Now, he's got max research as well, probably, and a familiar, because it's 500k beds, or 400 and actually, he's got max research, because the other 36,000 came from reinforcements. That's where I came from. But anyways, guys, look, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Again, it is definitely going to be... Ooh, I'm here. Battle Wednesday, Thursday, again, woo, is going to be a surprise. I know a lot of you guys are asking for free-to-play tips. A lot of you guys are asking for guides, all of that good stuff. And I will go ahead and do that as well on Thursday, I believe. But go ahead and stay for, you know, go ahead and watch Thursday. But anyways, guys, look, y'all know what I'm talking about, though, right? Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by to spend some of your quality time. And stay classy. Oh, and another side note, guys, for you guys that are still here, I don't know, let me know. Do you think I would have done more damage inside of a 505? Because again, look how quick this guy's morale drops, and then you run into all those Ancient Drakes and all of those cavalry units, right? With a 505, you don't have any way of countering those cavalry units. Yes, I will do more damage initially, but I don't think I would beat this morale still. I really don't. Like, that's the reason, that's the biggest reason actually I didn't do more damage to him, is because the morale just shot down to 0 almost, like instantly. It really is super unfortunate. It really truly is. I don't know. I think I did a really good job on this rally though. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit of flack. Help me out inside the comments. Would you guys do this in a 505? Would you guys do this in a 550? A 424? What are your thoughts? That's my question to you guys. And I always read all the comments and all that stuff, but look at that, 56% to 0. Man, just a landslide, not even close, man. Anyways, guys, look, stay classy.